The postponement of entrance examinations for engineering and medical has brought out different concerns among the students, institutions and the parents. Let's have a get in touch with our severe correspondent to give us a lot more updates on the same. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, sir. So, what is the latest information about this entrance examinations of engineering and medical colleges and how students and parents are affected by this, sir?
Yeah, this is a wonderful question to start our discussion with, because this has been in the minds of all the students as well as the parents, and it is really becoming a very serious issue nowadays, because of late the central government has taken into cognition so many other alternatives as to how they have to reopen or to inaugurate this academic year for the engineering students. Already we are into the last week of August, and nothing proper has been, modulated regarding this entrance examinations or the opening of the engineering colleges, the opening of them. So the concern here is twofold. First, it is about the entrance examinations across the country. The students who have just completed the 10+2 course are really eagerly waiting, because they have been waiting for 3 or 4 months for this entrance examination, which is going to be a very tough ordeal, as you all know.
Yes, sir.
JEE is it is the toughest examination. In fact, we have a report that even the US universities are surprised by the toughness of this examination, because it touches upon the core concepts of physics, chemistry and the mathematics, wherein the student has to really apply the principles of physics in that examination and to arrive at the solution, which is going to be really demanding. Unlike the other engineering entrances, where only the primary surface principles are touched, and the entire examination will be quite easier thing. But here it is not like that. It will really test the understanding of the student. It will touch upon the intrinsic ability of the student. It will touch upon his ability to deal with the different situations of this material world. So it is going to be a really tough thing. And to keep such students waiting for 3 to 4 months will be like putting them into enormous pressure. I think you can understand, because immediately after the 10+2 examinations, with a little break of 1 or 2 months, if it is over, they will be relaxed enough to take up the professional career. They can join the engineering college of their choice and they can continue with the studies. But now the situation this year is totally different. They do not know when the entrance examination would be conducted, and later they do not know whether engineering colleges would be reopened or not. So all these things are really adding to the pressure of those students.
Well, sir, as COVID-19 is increasing rapidly in our country, rich people are least affected by this, however, and mostly affected are middle class and lower middle class people, and these people cannot really afford any treatment. And now, more than around 50% of cases of COVID are also coming from rural areas, which worsen the situation of transportation amid lockdown for the poor students to travel. So in this kind of situations, the postponement of examination seems to be right. So what is your opinion on the same, sir?
Yeah, actually, taking into consideration the severity of the situation, the decision of the central government or the respective state government is okay. But this is only touching the one aspect of this particular issue. But the other side of the coin very clearly shows that the students are put under enormous pressure. The pressure is piling up with each day. They do not know how they have to get out of this sort of ticklish time, because they are well prepared to take that examination, and now it is getting postponed by every month. They said July end it will be conducted. Now they are saying around September. Even the entrance examination for the NEET exam, that is for the medical exam also, is taking the same course. So the plight of the student is becoming very difficult, and most of the students are being given psychological counseling also. So that is the severity of the situation outside now. And this will really put a lot of worry upon the parents also, who are attending on them, who are with them continuously. Because parents want their children to get into some engineering college and to have that particular academic year going on very well, and then they want them to occupy some position of their choice. But now at the very outset, when it is getting flopped up like this, they are really worried. They have toiled 15 to 16 years for this. And now at the end of it, if something like this turns up, it will be a very difficult time for the parents also. All their efforts, they feel like they are going in vain, because once the student loses the momentum, he might not do as good as he is supposed to. That also happens, no?
Yes, sir. So,
So-
on the same line, where since the exam centers are not in every district, and also in addition to, many students have also been allotted far off the centers, and
Yes.
at the same time, people are also seeing numerous students raising the issue of being allotted centers that are more than 500 kilometers away. So, how the centers transportation issue will affect the students if the exams were conducted accordingly, and if the postponement happens, and how it will benefit the students? What can be done? What will be the best option, sir?
Yes, you have really raised the right point, because in Calcutta, I have seen so many students from northeastern places. They turn up to Calcutta for taking the entrance examination, which is a very difficult thing for them. They have to travel so much to reach the city of Calcutta and to take that particular examination. They do not know where they have to stay. They have to come in advance at least 1 or 2 days before the examination. They have to stay there and they have to write the examination, which is not going to be for a single day, maybe 2 or 3 days it might take. So all these things will put a lot of pressure on the student, and to cope up with all these things, the parents must be prepared, because they should be economically well off to take up all these things. They have to fix up some accommodation for them in such far off place. They have to at least approach someone with whom they can stay and give that particular examination. So all these things are putting pressure on the students as well as the parents. But government does not have any option, because the cases of the COVID are rising up so sharply that there seems to be no relief around, even at least for the next couple of months. They say that the peak is yet to come. The director of the AIIMS has given in one of his circulars that the peak time will be around mid of September. So when that is the case, conducting such examination on a large scale basis, where, as you have rightly said, some students from far off places and even some NRIs also will be flying in to take that examination, which will be very difficult for all these students as well as their families.
And
So
also,
this is
sir,
the-
if we discuss on the same line, there is also another issue with the students, that the centers are also in different cities and they have to reach to the particular city at least a day before, which also increases their susceptibility of getting infected. And few students also had to catch up from another nation also, as due to the lockdown, all of a sudden people and the students also stuck in different nations. So
Yes.
this also will affect this kind of postponement, and it will also help the students on a particular way, but also it is not so safe, says the different institutions. So
And definitely this is not a safer, situation where the students can take the examination freely enough, because the COVID cases around all the metros are really piling up. And so, as you have rightly been pointing out, this is not the safer time to take up such examinations.
yes, so there is also a high demand for this kind of discussions in the city with the government. So what kind of steps might our government take on the same, sir?
Yeah, the government is presently considering about conducting the exam at any cost, because we are already running out of August. And what we are left only with some 3 to 4 months before the year ends totally. So the government wants at least by November the colleges should start their classes. So that is in the minds of the central government, and it has been conveyed to all the respective state governments also. So they want to complete, they are having September and October in their hand, where they have to complete all the entrance formalities, eligibility formalities and admission formalities, and so that they can start the classes from the first week of November at least. That is the maximum. Otherwise, they cannot start the academic year at least, because the minimum stipulated time for any academic year is 6 months.
Correct.
So within that, they have to complete all these things. So the government is working very hard. They are also trying whether they can give all these precautions like sanitization, social distancing, all these things. So
Well,
that
as
is
we're
what-
talking about the precautions, sir, here we have another big challenge for the students if they are able to cope up everything with the transportation and all other things in terms to have a good education. So here the challenge comes up is food. So,
Yes,
how will the
exactly.
students get safe food during the stay in the city, which is allotted for the examination, and how can all they be sure that they have a safe, healthy food in the current COVID situation across the nation?
Yes, this is really a very traumatic situation, and what you have asked for is the same thing which is going on in the minds of so many parents whom I met with. They were expressing the same concern. They are saying, suppose the entrance examination for which we are all waiting begins or is being conducted, and if the center is at a far off place, how are we going to move to that particular place, and where are we staying there, and how we have to arrange the food for ourselves, because nowadays we cannot go to any particular restaurant and we can order food or we can take food outside. The situation warrants that we have to take only food from some place which is decent and which is homely, they say. So such a situation is not possible once you step out of our homes. So the parents are really worried. If they give up the examination, the future of the student hangs in a kind of balance, in a dilemma. So they do not know whether going out is safer for them or to give up the entrance examination altogether this year and taking it up next year. Some parents are considering even that option. One of the parents told me personally that they want to, give up the examination this time for his child, and they ask him to take up the examination next year with better preparation under safer conditions. But that is also, there is some issue even in that, because if the students every year the students appearing for JEE, it keeps increasing. And if the students of this year also join with them, then that will be a very big group, and to get good rank out of that group is also going to be very difficult. So the next year entrance examination has the effect of this year's exam also. So there is a kind of correlation between all these things.
Yes, sir.
Educationists are really worried because they are looking into the next 5 years of this particular time, like 2020 to 2025, and they are seeing that the effect of this COVID, which is occurring now, will spread to 2025 also. Its effect will be there till that time.
Sir, at a time, not only this COVID, sir, many states like Bihar, Assam and other northeastern states are also facing major floods for a while.
Yes,
so,
yes,
which
yes,
has
yes, you are right.
disrupted the daily life in addition to the pandemic. So, in this regards, if you talk about the postponement of entrance examination, this will definitely benefit them. So, what do you say on this?
Yeah, you have said wonderfully well that the flood situation in some parts of the country, northern upper India like Bihar, and even in some places the Brahmaputra is also overflowing, the northeastern states are affected, and I have recently heard that the route to Badrinath is also closed, so upper Tehri Garhwal and the regions of Uttarakhand, they are being affected by severe flood situation. The situation even in Assam is also very terrible. So all these things really prompt us to postpone the examination, because you can't expect a student who is struggling with such situation to take up the examination of that sort, of that toughness.
Yes.
Because one has to be physically, mentally, morally, he should be really tough enough to crack that JEE examination. So government is not interested in conducting the exam at the earliest, in the next month or something like that. It tries to prolong it, taking into consideration all these factors. The primary factors are the COVID situation, and the other one is the flood situation, as you have said. These are the biggest threats to the conducting of this particular examination. And apart from that, so many other auxiliary issues are there which the government is trying to work out. And I hope that maybe in the later months of October, the examination is likely to be conducted.
Okay.
That will be something better for the students, for the government, for the parents and for everyone, because we have to have the safety of the students. That is the primary issue with everyone, because most of the brilliant students, if they lose their health now, it will be difficult for everyone. So their career should not be spoiled. At the same time, the parents should not be having that risk. Those who associate with that particular student, because he alone cannot make it to that particular center. He needs someone to be along with them. So that group also should be safe. All these factors are weighing heavily with the government, and so the government is planning to move the examination even beyond September. I think it could be in the month of October that something of this sort takes place in a safer environment where everyone will be in a mood to take that particular examination and get into the engineering college of their choice.
Yes, sir. Whereas on the other side, the biggest question comes on that when will condition improve or get back to normal? So one cannot risk the life of students at the cost of conducting an examination under the current situation, and we
Yes.
agree the same. And whereas how Telangana government can be step ahead on the same situation, and when the examinations conduction can be helpful, and is that necessary that we conduct a certain entrance examination for sure?
Yes. Yeah, that is sure, because the Telangana government is also having a kind of tough time to decide about the fate of the students. And as you have rightly seen, the IIT Hyderabad and IIT Madras are having a maximum set of students from our twin Telugu states only. I have
Yes,
seen
sir.
personally that in one of the MTech classes, all the 20 students are from AP only. So that is the biggest surprise for me. Our students are really doing exceedingly well in the JEE examination, and it has been a proven fact throughout India also that they recognize that the students from AP are really hardworking, intelligent, and the students of Telangana are also making a very good show in that particular examination. So both the twin states of our Telugu speaking states are doing very well in this particular examination. And so the governments of both the states here in AP and in Telangana, they are considering how best they can do for the students, what best they can do towards this, so that maximum number of students get into that premier institutes, IITs, and as well as the NITs also. So this is a challenge with the government, and government is also considering when they have to conduct the local MCET examination, which is an entrance to the, which is the primary, which forms the primary entry into the various engineering colleges which are spread out in the state. They go by the score in the MCET examination, as you all know. So government is also thinking when it should conduct the entrance examination for the local colleges. Should it be before the JEE or after JEE? So this is the question which is in the minds of the educational authorities in the government of Telangana.
So feel that there is also one more consideration which need to be pointed out, that there are a huge number of students and their families who have been infected with COVID-19 and have lost precious time to prepare and be ready for the examination, in addition to the inability to attend the exams due to quarantine rules and all. So how this can be done if a person or a student is infected with COVID-19 and the exam is scheduled on a particular day? So will the government be providing any sort of special conduction of examination for the particular infected students? Is the government going to help the students in any better way that they cannot be ready to lose their lives of 1 year of education?
Yes, at the very outset, I really feel happy for your concern for such students. The government of Telangana has come out with some guidelines for some such students. They want to conduct the examination for 3 days. First day for engineering, second day for some medical, and the third day is only for those students who are affected with the COVID, especially for them. So
That's
is the
an awesome
plan they are
initiative.
having in their mind. So such students can take the examination on that particular day which is meant for them, and they can, if they really perform well, can really make it to some of the colleges of their interest. Because affected with the COVID, the person who is affected with the COVID naturally has a low morale, first of all. So until he is really given the certificate that he is free from it, he will be having some kind of lurking in his mind regarding that. He might not be in a position to focus all his energies upon the entrance examination, which require more than 100% of effort. Such
Yes.
students, really, we feel sorry for them. This is not the time for them to get affected by such things. So
Well, the
it's our
part of
advice.
education department officials also has a debate on with their opinions that it is dangerous and very careless to think the students are mentally and physically prepared to take these exams, and there are also already numerous cases of suicides happening as students are unable to withstand the pressure due to uncertainty and
Yeah, can
confusion.
you just raise your voice? It's getting attenuated, please.
Well, sir, there are also a number of suicide cases which is happening among the
Yes,
students' life.
yes,
So, on the same regards, if the education department points out that it is unsafe to conduct entrance examinations as the students are not mentally prepared because of this COVID effect into the brains. So, will this entrance examination conduction will give any clear output on the students and how the evaluation is going to be, and if it is going to be in the favor of students or as usual if it is going to be strict, and how this can be done?
actually, the entrance examination is going to be as usual only,
Mm.
but the relaxations could be given regarding the choice of the college or choice of the centers, or even after the outcome of the after the publication of the result also some lenience will be given regarding the date of reporting and other things, but the examination is going to have the same pattern, and I don't think there will be any kind of change regarding this COVID or any other thing, because it is all fixed, it is all computerized, digitalized. So there is no scope for giving any kind of concession or anything like that to the students. They have to work hard, they have to present themselves in the examination as they are supposed to, and only thing is the centers might there might be some scope for changing the centers or the time of reporting, which will not be as strict as it is being done usually. I think only some such things could be altered, but not the scheme of the examination or the content or the very examination. I don't think there will be much of change with that.
Well, getting back to discussion about the students and their preparation for the entrance examination. So, in general, every academic year, student has a backup support of lecturers and the professors to appear into the entrance examinations. They used to undergo several model papers and prepare each formula with a different kind of methods and all. Everything was monitored by lecturers, and also the guidance of institutions, managements and parents were presented to the students. But
Yes.
now as the lockdown has come up all of a sudden, the students couldn't have experienced the enough guidance from the education institution as well as the parents, as the work from home is also put on a burden on them too. So the preparation quality of a student has come down to a very least level, and the few institutions which also provided online classes. But do you think these online classes for entrance examinations will benefit student anyway, sir?
No, I don't think the online classes can compensate for the personal presence of the professors, because the professor has the innate ability to evaluate the understanding and the grasping capacity of the student through his experience and his innovative look at the student. So they come down to the level of the student and teach accordingly. But now with the online education, only the circulation of information or forwarding some set of things, lessons is possible. Definitely only that much is possible, but the very essential and most crucial personal contact with the professor will be missing, which is going to really hamper the aspirations of so many students, because only in the presence of the professor the student will really get some knowledge out of the books or other text materials. The online education can only at the best can give some kind of knowledge regarding the various things that should be covered by the students, but cannot give him any kind of learning. A learning student has to do it by himself. in the absence of the professors, which is going to be very, very difficult this year. That is why most of the students are really finding themselves in a kind of fix. They do not know whom to approach, where to approach. They cannot step out of their house. They are locked up, and the parents have given strict instructions for them not to move out because of the presence of the COVID everywhere. This is really putting up a lot of psychological pressure on the students. Generally, as you have said, when they attend classes by the professors, they are regularly in touch with them. They get guidance from them continuously, and that kind of perennial education is good for the students who imbibe the principles of such subjects like physics and chemistry, where the mechanism of the reaction in chemistry is going to be very, very difficult if the student opens the books and tries to understand it by himself. So many byproducts will be there, and why that particular alignment of the molecule takes place in some such reaction. We have in chemistry like a Sabatier-Sanderson reaction, wherein the structure of the molecule changes in a different way for different reactions. So that the student, only the experienced professor can guide him. That
Yes.
because of this particular alkene, such a thing comes up, and in the absence of it, such a reaction happens. Such innate things could only be understood only in the presence of a learned person. And this particular online education might not give. And as you all know, it is covering so many students at a time, so the professor hardly finds time to clear the doubts of any individual student. He hardly gets the chance in the online education.
Well, sir, getting back to students, so
Yes.
what kind of measures we can suggest to the students while they are preparing for the entrance examinations online?
Yeah, I would really suggest them to I would really suggest them to collect all the necessary information which the online classes give to them, and then they have to sit and they have to at least interact with their best friends, and they have to really read standard books. Like in physics, we have so many standard books by mirror publishers, Russia. Moscow books are very useful for the students of JEE. And the Resnick and Halliday book is there, which is really good for the students of physics. They have to consult such standard texts which give the real information, which really unfold the information in a very beautiful way. We have Richard Grassman, we have these lectures. So many MIT professors are nowadays giving lectures which are being shown freely over the YouTube also. I have recently seen one class conducted by one professor. She is a Japanese professor. She is giving a class for the MIT students. There she was explaining the integral calculus wonderfully well, so that any student can understand that particular thing. I was really happy. If students catch up with such things, if they collect such videos and if they go through them, it will be quite useful for them. The world is changing nowadays. Everything is becoming digital, so students have to really take advantage of these particular things. Now the times are such that they cannot have any personal interaction with the professors, so they can at least arrange for some Zoom meetings or Skype or something like that and benefit themselves. The primary focus should be on learning. If the student is really particular about learning, there are n number of ways, even during the lockdown time, where if they can really search for, they will get so many ways to interact with the professors, even without this particular contact, personal contact. So such mediums should be explored and should be taken. I mean, the student has to take up everything seriously, then naturally a good outcome will come. The professors during the Zoom meetings are also giving some tips for the students as to which particular book they have to read for a particular topic. Because some professors are good at explaining a particular concept. Like P.L. Soni book is good for organic chemistry, like that. Some author will be good for some particular subject. The experienced professor will suggest such material to the students who can procure that book. Now Amazon is open, so they can procure books online also, and they can go through YouTube and they can collect through so many websites are also available. They can gather information. They have to sit and work a lot. Now, instead of some 10 to 15 hours, they have to really extend it up to 16 to 17 hours. If they really sit at the table and work hard, Nothing is impossible. The students shouldn't lose their morale. The technology has given them, blessed them with so many opportunities. So they can really gather the material, they can really consolidate their working, they can apply their mind to understand. So all these things they have to do it methodically, and they should also share these things with their best friends who are also working on the same lines, so that there will be some connectivity between them. They can exchange the knowledge. That way they can push the things in this particular pandemic times.
Well, sir, there are also leaders who are coming up to convey their support in terms of postponement of entrance examinations. So there is also a minister holding an emergency meeting, and they were asked to intervene by everyone at a very late stage after Supreme Court had delivered its judgment. So Swami is supporting the postponement of entrance examinations here in the state. So does the support of leaders will help this issue anyway?
Definitely, because the support of the leaders is a welcome sign. These leaders are really, we are happy that some of the leaders at least are sensitive enough to understand the situation of the students, and they are trying to make something out of it. It is a good gesture, and it will definitely have a positive impact, because they will take it to the notice of the central government and to the authorities, and definitely the authorities also would listen to their ideas and ideals, and they would really have all these things incorporated while taking decision upon the fixation of the dates for the entrance examination, or reopening of the colleges, or restructuring of the academics. It will have a bearing upon all these things. So it's a welcoming sign only.
So, sir, while conducting the examinations, what kind of measures does the government need to take, and what kind of examination centers must also follow certain norms?
Definitely, the first care the government has to take is regarding the distance, because the student should not be made to take the examination at a far off place. It should not exceed 200 kilometers. It should be within that radius. And second thing is, even the number of students per classroom or in that particular hall should be minimized, should be kept to the very low, very small number, so that the scope for distancing and sanitization will be there. And the students also should be given prior information regarding all the precautions they have to take during the examination. All these things will add to the safe conduct of the examinations, because this is the thing which is in our hands. And if we really follow all these things, there will be a better outcome. Already the students are into all these things, because 3 to 4 months have passed, and they are really if they are habituated with these things, sanitization, frequent washing, and social distancing, and all these things have become a part and parcel of their life. So it will not be difficult for them to follow them during the examination also. That too, the students who are taking up these examinations are mature enough. They are not like the primary students or the senior level students.
Exactly.
So they have a kind of understanding regarding them. So I don't think there will be a very big problem with respect to the distancing or other things. But only thing is, the distance from their home should be minimized, so that they are not made to travel beyond 300, 400 kilometers will be really taxing upon them. If it is minimized, it will be a nice thing for all the students and for the parents also. We should not lose the sight of the parents, because parents always accompany the students during the examination. And so the parents also must be in a position to take their wards to that particular examination safely, accommodate them during the examination, provide them the best support, because all these things alone will make the student in a fit position to take that examination. Otherwise, if he goes to a far off place and if he is without food, and you cannot expect better performance from him. Though he is well off in all the subjects, he will not be in a position to present himself better in that particular time period. All these things matter so much. The parents have to really think about all these things. They have to go to that particular examination center prior to the exam once or twice, They have to check up with everything. They have to arrange accommodation for them. Then they have to carry the wards to the particular place at that time. Then the examination, they should make the student take the examination in a very liberal and in a conducive environment.
Well,
So
sir,
this is what we can do.
yes, sir. On the same line, there is also a certain group of people who are demanding cancellation of the entrance examinations. So, like, if the government can actually cancel the entrance examination, what can be the pros and cons if the government government is willing to cancel this entrance examinations, and what can be the next scenario if it is not cancelled?
First thing is that the entrance examination to the premier institutes like IITs and NITs, which is based on JEE examination, it can never be cancelled,
Yes.
because that is the only way to select the students into those premier institutions. So whether it is delayed or whether it is, delayed by a month or twice or 2 months, it has to be conducted on particular day, and it only through that examination only the students could be picked up to those institutions. There is no other way. In the local engineering colleges, maybe on the percentage which the student has scored in the 10+2 examination might be taken as a consideration to promote them into those colleges. But IITs and NITs they are basing their admissions only on the JEE examination. So it has to be conducted and it is mandatory.
Yes, sir. So actually, then the students and the teachers are also into this clamor for postponement of the entrance examinations, and the institutions are also requesting for this postponement of the entrance examinations adjoining to November 4th, as this COVID-19 pandemic has affected many lives of students and all. So, as what can be the best solution for all the issues which is happening in the education system because of the lockdown? What kind of patterns, immediate action the government of India can take?
Yeah, the government of India has to conduct the JEE examination at the conducive time, maybe a month or 2, and then basing on the score which the student has, they can intake that particular student into the premier institutes. And then the other important issue is that this year.
But also, sir, I have a query that if the postponement of the conduction of entrance examination takes a beyond lane, like as you say about for more 2 months, will the student be dropping out an year, losing an year of academical life, because it's already a quarter and up to a half of academical year is already lost, and will the student deserve this 2 more months of losing a academic education? And if it is so happens, will the student be having at least a concentration on education as they have before?
Yes, actually what prevents the authorities to conduct this premier examination is the COVID situation on one hand and the flood situation on the other. So both are very crucial and very critical, and really they are threatening by themselves.
Yes, sir.
That really forces the government to postpone all these things to a later date. And as you have rightly said, by postponing all these things, the academic year will be really hampered. This year already we are at the end of August now, and if 1 or 2 months is taken out, what remains is very little. That is why the government of India is trying to truncate the academic syllabus also this year. That is what is in the minds of the educationists. At a meet in the professors of IIT, this issue has come out, and they have said unanimously that they want to, they have a system called postponing the credits to the next semester that is available in IIT, which is unique to IIT. So they are saying, let the student take as many credits as he or she is, in a position to take, and rest of the credits they can acquire in the later, next academic year. That is a good idea, in fact. So some such understanding or some such arrangement has to be made to cope up with the present situation, which is not in the hands of anybody now. So first, the conducting of this JEE examination is very important, and once the examination is conducted safely, then basing on the scores, the intake will start, and once the intake starts, the real academic year begins. Then there also the truncated syllabus will be given to them, and the credits also they are asked to take according to their wish. Suppose they want to take more credits, no, they can work on them and they can get. Otherwise, they can postpone the credits to the next academic year also. That facility is also there in the IITs. So this is what the professors have been recommending to the government.
Yes, sir. So this also in a situation where COVID-19 cases are rapidly increasing in our country. So the rich people are more least affected, and mostly affected are middle class and lower middle class students.
Yes.
So to help the remoted students, what kind of arrangements the government of India is ready to make for them to appear for the entrance examinations?
Actually, the government can well arrange some kind of transportation, safe transportation, by which the student is made to reach the center and take this particular examination. But generally, it will be very taxing upon the government of India also, because nowadays, more than 2.5 lakh students are appearing. So it will be difficult for the government to arrange all these things for them. And that number keeps increasing with every year. So you can't expect government also to provide for all these things. Only some such some agencies or these associations, they have to come forward and assist the students so that the student reaches the center and takes up the examination. So many charities are there, so many other sponsorship agencies are there. They have to come forward. Humanitarian, these things are there. They have to really come forward and arrange all these things for the students to take the examination. And the parents also have to really arrange, because this is the time they have to throw in all their efforts. They have really been guiding the student for last 14 or 15 years, and now at this step, if they falter, it will be a very difficult thing for the student and to them also. That shouldn't take place. So they have to plan everything, and they have to really approach, and they have to get the things done. They have to arrange mostly by themselves, I believe. Government cannot come and rescue, because nowadays everything is down, shut down. So government has very little to do with all these things. And the one thing which government can do is to reduce the distance between, to minimize the distance. That is in the hands of the government. But other things like accommodation and other things, this parent has to procure for oneself.
Well, sir, thank you so much for joining us today in our show, sir. I'll get back to you in our next episode.
Yeah, thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you.